It's August 30. I'm whispering because they're sleeping. I just got home and I'm making their dinner. And it's ready. Well, it's not dinner, but it's lunch. They are 5.5 weeks old. 33 days. I'm gonna wake them up and give them a potty and then get them something to eat. Hey guys. Hey. Good afternoon. You got tape on? Hey guys. They're so cute. Do you guys pee-pees? I see y'all did some pee-pees, but I don't see the pee-pees. You get some pee-pees in here. That's good. But I see pee-pees on the pad. Hey, baby girl. Hey, little girl. Oh, pee-pee in the pad. You almost made it. You almost made it. He peed right there. You little turd. All right, let's get everybody to go pee-pees first. Let's go pee-pees. Usually as soon as they wake up, there she goes. As soon as they wake up, if you grab them, they'll go pee. Hey, buddy. Nope, she faked me out. All right, little girl, go pee-pees. Pee-pees, pee-pees. They gotta hurry up because they won't eat cold food. Let's see if she'll pee. Yeah, good girl. That's one of them. See, he peed right there. Now I got her peeing in the tray like a big girl. Yeah, her's a big girl. Her go pee-pees there. Just kind of cover that up. There you go. Now you go pee-pees. Yeah, guys. Hey, she ain't gonna do it. All right, so what we're gonna do, we gotta hurry up and get moving because this food gets cold quick. So I don't feed my puppies together. I don't like that. That's an awful thing to do. Hey, baby. You're gonna feed them separate. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna put one over here. Move these toys. What you wanna do is feed them apart from each other. And I feed them like this. I let their backs be towards each other. Let their rears be towards each other. She eats by herself. She's a little smaller sometimes. Ah, shit, she's peeing. I mean, shoot. I did put her in that tray twice. Girl, I put you in that tray twice. Come on, eat your lunch. So, I can't believe she just peed there. God dang it. Yeah, we gotta replace that. I don't want to replace it while they're eating because it distracts them and then they'll stop eating. So she don't like to eat in the bowl. She doesn't like to stick her head down in the bowl yet. She'll figure it out. So for now, she eats on a saucer because she's, picky little hussy. And then, so here's what we do. Do you see how calmly they're eating? No one's feverishly, frantically trying to eat like they're going to run out of food. See, we don't do that here. It makes me nuts. Well, see, look at this. Everybody's calm. No one's wolfing down their food. It's funny. He always hikes his tail up. She does too, but not as much as him. And then the pink girl, she puts her tail up straight like she's pointing when she eats. It's so funny. It just cracks me up when they do that. But yeah, she's the only one that gets her tail all the way up. Look at that. It's just how they eat. It's really funny. They don't nurse that way, but their tails go up like that. But anyway, it's just cute. What I'm saying is, you see how calm they are eating? What we're doing is we're going to stop the behavior unwanted behaviors before it starts. So this is conditioning. You are better off putting the right habits in your dog from the beginning versus waiting to correct a bad behavior. And sometimes we can't prevent it because they come to us with bad behaviors. But in this case, because these are my puppies that I bred here with Corey and Henry, any bad behaviors or undesirable behaviors that they have would be my fault and my place to correct, or maybe it's not a fault, it's just my place to correct. Sometimes you don't have to do something wrong for you to need to correct a behavior. So what I mean about their mother coming here with an issue, oh, he ate all his food. So I have some extra mixed up, and I'm gonna give him Another scoop. Here, bub. If you want some more, hit it. Oh, she did too. Golly. See, they're getting bigger. So we went from 1 teaspoon. Now we're up to, then we got to 2 teaspoons. And then we're at about a tablespoon and a half now. And they just ate a little bit more. It's been about 4.5 hours since they ate. So, oh, girl over here, she comes off her food. She'll eat 3 or 4 bites and then she'll quit and walk off. You just got to keep putting her right back in front of it and then she'll stay on it. And then she'll come off 3 or 4 bites later and it's aggravating. But, you know, some dogs just eat slower than others and that's fine. Some dogs are grazers, where what that means is they just want to eat a couple bites here and there. And that's totally fine. But when you're a puppy, I need you to go ahead and eat when you're supposed to eat. When you become an adult, that's okay. We'll just figure out how to keep your food away from everybody else so you can be a grazer and graze as you need. Now, they could eat more probably because they're still going at it. This is the most they've ate at one sitting ever, and she's never left. She's never stayed on her food. She comes off it. You just got to pick her up and put her back in front of it. And then she'll, oh, she got her tail up. Look at her. Then she'll go back to eating. But they must be hungry. It's been about 4 hours, a little bit more maybe. They had a big breakfast. Plus they had a little bit of milk. Corey's almost out of milk, so we got to work on that. So anyway, what I was saying is when I got Corey, she came ready to wolf her food down, and she is a few years old now, and I've never got her out of the habit. See, look, they cleaned them up. Yeah, bubbies. So what I do is I wipe their face off with a wet paper towel, and then I give them 2 of these syringe fulls of water because they're not drinking water yet from a bowl. I put water in there, they just smash and play in it, and they don't want anything to do with it. And boy, is that aggravating. I'm going to see if I can try to get see if I can find a way. Well, it's not going to go well. I got it propped up a little bit. I'll show you what I do. So, anyway, we take our puppy. Where's the dog? I don't know where the dog's face is. Okay, here we go. So we just wipe their face off. I can't do this because the, what you call it is so far away. What is going on here? It's really, I'm just going to talk through this as I clean them up. Hold on. So you can kind of, I guess you can kind of see them. I don't know. I just got to get some water in them and get their faces cleaned up. Otherwise, that stuff will cake on their faces, and you really don't want that. So let me get this little girl. So what I'm saying is, you clean up their face real good, then I squirt some water down them, the side of their mouth. Where's it at? See, I can't even show you. There it is, about that much. See, that's about there, about twice. I'll do that twice. Just stick it in the side. Just put it in the back in the crease, and they'll just slowly lick it up. I'll be excited not to have to do this soon enough when they decide to start drinking water on their own. But for now, we just pet and just gently caress them until they're doing good girl, good girl. And some of them, they like it. They want the water. Others, they don't really care. But I do it because you got to get their mouth cleaned out. So most dogs, let me get the boy here. Let me wipe him face. Most dogs, when they finish eating, they want to get some water. Now he fights me. Yeah, he's a fighter. He said, get that out of my mouth. You know, most dogs will get a drink after they eat, but they just don't get the concept of going to a water bowl yet. And it's a little aggravating because I got to do this. They're just not drinking the water. It's okay. It's no big deal. It just needs to be done. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying about Corey. So Corey, the mom, she came to me frantically eating every crumb of food she gets. And she's nearly choked herself a couple times. Come here, baby girl. Come here. She's nearly choked herself a couple times. I'm going to wipe off the little girl's mouth. And then we're going to get her set up with some water. Get my big ass in here. And so she is always in a panic thinking that she's going to run out of food. This is Corey, their mom. And she just wolfs and wolfs and wolfs her food down. And sometimes she'll regurgitate her food because she ate too much and she got air in there. So now that they've pottied and they got their water, yeah, they pottied, they got their water. Uh-oh, you okay? Went down the wrong hole. That's my fault. I'm sorry. All right, so they're back. Now their tummies are a little full. They're going to poop here in a minute, so we need to get this cleaned up. Because I just got, like I said, I just got back. But so anyway, with Corey, she wolfs everything down. And she will upchuck her food because she gets so much air in her stomach when she's wolfing her food down. And I feed her separate and away from everybody. And I've done this since I got her, trying to break her. Because what happened with her breeder, her breeder didn't, I'm not going to say it's bad. She didn't do anything wrong. Well, she did do something wrong, but either way, it's just whatever. So, let me swap these out real quick. I don't want them on the pee. So, what I do is I feed her alone so there's no dog around because I want her to see there's absolutely no reason to wolf and wolf and wolf your food. Just, good God, take a breath. You don't want dogs to do that. It can cause bloat. It can cause them to choke. It can cause them, to get something lodged in their throat. Oh, God, that's awful. Trying to save a dog's life when they're choking. Oh, my God. I don't recommend ever. Oh, crap. These are just the little fibers. The pellets. Damn it, I wanted this to be clean. But anyway, I got him a new bed. I'm going to stick in here real quick. Got him a new bed. Because this bed right here is not cutting it. It's not big enough now. So now we're going to put 2 beds in there. Let's see how they like that. Hold on, let me get my, sorry about all that. So I see we got this done. Now they're over here wrestling. It's WWD, Worldwide, what's that? World Wrestling Dachshunds. So now I'm going to open up this. When I leave, there you go. When I leave, I keep them locked in here because I don't want to come back and there's pee and poop all over this, pee and poop all over this. These are not cheap. These pads are not cheap. We go through a box. I don't have it in here. I think there's like 120. That takes about 2.5, 3 weeks, and about 2 weeks to go through. And at $20, $25 a box, that is not cheap. Back to Corey. I've worked so hard to get her out of that, and it's not going to happen. That's just who she's going to be. So we don't want the, hey, settle down. We don't want these dogs to create a habit where they are wolfing their food down and panic eating. We also don't want them to choke. We don't want air in their stomach and throat, going down their esophagus, creating bloat, gas, indigestion. Just a number, this is a litany of things none of us want to happen. Okay, I need to clean this pad too, but I'm going to let them just take a bit because now that they've eaten, they're going to need to find a place. Oh, look at her. This is interesting. So this is, so she's at the bed. Look at all the hair on her back standing up. Can you see? Look at that. Wow. All the hair. She growled too. All the hair. Get off of her. All the hair on her back. Look at that. All the way down that strip. Let's see her reaction to the bed. Well, this is interesting. So she just goes right up to it. Like, what's this? But that was interesting because the white girl, she said, she growled. Raised her hair up and left the room. Pink girl come in. She's like, what is this? Can I eat it? She's the Hellcat, so she's going to be, oh, I just realized that's turned backwards. See this? Hang on, girl. Here, chew this in. See how it's got the little dip here? I didn't pay attention to that. Makes it easier for them to get in. They just need more space. They're getting bigger, you know. Yeah, so anyway, gosh, that was really interesting. Look at her. She recovered pretty quick. She just rolling around. I'm going to put that boy in here and let him see this. Let's see what the boy does. Then we'll get back to our conversation. I didn't even think about how would that affect them. Let's let him see it. So he just walked right up to it. but he also sees his sister in it. Don't bite her tail. See, I make these noises, trying to get them to stop. Because I don't want to say, no, stop. You know, I don't want to give a command yet. I just want to try to do something to change their mind. Now, I'm not just doing this, you know, doesn't do anything. See, look, they're not scared. Hell, they want to bite my toes. So he didn't care one bit. He's real passive. He doesn't, it don't take much to, you know, get him to fall into a coma. He's pretty easy going. What's he got, an itch? Yeah, that was wild. So the little white girl, that was an interesting experiment. I didn't even think about, hey, stop that. So I just kind of like tap on this because a lot of times it will, hey, you're eating your head. When you do that, it just distracts them. So there's no correction yet. I want them to realize enough is enough. But anyway, let's get back to Corey. So Corey wolfs everything down, and a lot of dogs do. And again, you know, in addition to digestion issues or death from choking, a lot of things can happen, such as resource guarding. Now they're going to guard their food bowl and growl at another dog or person, or your little kid who puts his fingers in there because you're not a good parent, who realizes toddlers and puppies don't belong together, especially unsupervised. And that's how innocent animals get hurt. Hey. See, I just tap it. So this couple things is happening. He stopped, Green, him stopped biting Pink's rear. Or excuse me, White's rear. And so when I did that, it got their attention. It didn't scare them. It just gets their attention. That's just redirecting. I don't want to sit here and say, no, bad, no dog, and start correcting right now. I don't want to do that. We're not there yet. They don't know what the hell I'm saying anyway. I want them to make choices that are positive and good, versus correcting them and creating a negative connotation or a negative thought with me. Here. It's like I make noises like I just did, and they stopped. And then I can say, get your toys. They had more toys. But I only give them one or two. Look at him. Yeah, so he's cool with the bed. That was so interesting. The white girl, her hackles came up. Well, she was not liking that. Yeah, so anyway, we don't want to start disciplining them, but we also don't want them to be wild-ass little hellions either. So where's the balance? The balance comes into distracting and redirecting the behavior. So it stops them from doing unwanted behavior without correcting them. They don't need that right now. They need to have their confidence built. They're also in fear period time up to about 12 weeks, about every day. After about 4 to 5 weeks, you hit fear period. They can go into a fear period for a matter of hours, a half a day, a whole day, a week. You know, not usually a week, but they could go into fear periods. And when they do, they just need one thing to scare them, and it will bother them for the rest of their life. Right now, they're not in fear periods, I don't think. But now looking at her, I'm thinking maybe she's got something going on I need to pay attention to. Meaning maybe she is in a fear period for a bit. Look at that fat tummy. Oh my goodness. Big boy. Big boy. Here, see? Here again, I don't like what they're doing, so I'm just tapping. And see how there's toys available? There's toys there. I've always got something. Now he's always back on her. But the whole thing is that we're just trying to distract. Bop, bop, bop. Hey, bop, bop, bop. Beep, beep, beep. We're just trying to distract and redirect. I don't want them to not play. I want them to enjoy playing with each other. This is part of their socialization. This is part of them learning how to be dogs. Look at her. Hellcat. Spicy Hellcat. I don't think I could make that her registered name, but if I could, I would. Because she's going to be a pistola, I think is what they say. He just peed. Why didn't you pee in that tray, you little turd? He's like, ooh, I smell pee. Because it just came out of your wiener. Yeah, she's gonna manhandle that new bed. Oh, Lord. What am I doing? Here's my baby. Here's the baby boy. Him's the baby boy. He's the biggest, but he's still the baby. And Pisshead over here. Her temperament, I'm still studying. We're seeing how that. This boy is super passive, real laid back. Just takes it as it comes. Spicy Hellcat's in there. And then this one, she wavers back and forth on me. Some days she's bold. Some days she's more calm and relaxed. So anyway, so what we're doing is I don't want to tell them no. I don't want to say you're bad and raise my voice or put a deep baritone or intonation in my voice. I don't want to do that. I don't want to scare the hell out of them puppies. They've only had their eyes open a few weeks. They've only been using their mouths to explore for a few weeks. You know, hey, see, we don't want you eating her at her butt and ripping her tail apart. You poor thing, you all right? She's pretty tough, but I don't want her to sit there and take abuse. So I stay on top of them pretty good. Oh, she rolled out. She fell out of the bed. Poor thing. Poor thing. Poor thing. Get her. See, he don't care. He's like, okay. Just get me. So now she coming him. And see, this is what I'm saying. Playing's one thing, but when they start getting too rough, I need to, distract and redirect. See, he come out of that because he thought, you know what, I'm not liking that. I'm just going to leave. So now he's going to come in here, and his other sister's going to get him. They got a little more space in here. They'll wrestle about. She's not nearly as gung-ho and, we'll say, active as Spicy Hellcat over here. Yeah, she's gonna have to have a special home. She is a pill, boy. So they are not resource guarding. They're not gonna panic and protect their food and guard their food. Because you know what happens when you feed puppies in one great big trough, like hogs. We raised hogs as a kid, cattle, horses, all kinds of stuff. And I can tell you, man, when you let these dogs eat in a big trough, and breeders do it because it's easier, it's convenient to wash one big dish instead of a whole bunch of small dishes. See, this is a mess. I mean, this is a mess, and I've only got 3 dogs. This is extra, so it's going to go back in the fridge. But, that's 3 plates. What if you had 10 puppies? That's 10 bows, and you got to feed them 4 or 5 times a day. And let them get on mom a couple times a day for any milk she may have. And so, okay, get a little rough. It's 2 on 1. Hey, yeah, good job. See, I want them to play. I just don't want it to get rough. And so anyway, yeah, so 10 bowls, 10 puppies. Oh, what a nightmare. And some breeders will have 2. What you doing? Say, I'm spicy. Jalapeno. She is such a turd. She's the smallest one. She was born the smallest. She got that pretty little tail. Her got a pretty little tail. See, look at my face. See, look at me. I'm so innocent and sweet. And then the devil comes out. Nah, she's not a devil. Look at that. See, look. Now the white girl who raised all the hair up her spine and growled. I haven't heard one growl yet. It's funny. Now she's in it. So a few minutes has passed, and she's exploring it, and now she's going to start chewing on it. And that's what we want to see. Let them be afraid and back off of them. Don't flood them. Flooding is when you push something on the dog. So if they're afraid of the new garbage can and they back away from it, don't... Here, let me stand so you can see them all. Don't push her up against there or try to give her treats beside the garbage can and go run and get your clicker and, oh God, don't do that stuff. Let her explore that garbage can when she is willing. Let her go to that. If you push and push and push, all you're doing is further lamenting in her that this is something to fear. Now you're creating stress and anxiety in the dog. Don't do that. Leave them alone. You see when she acted that way with the bed? I videoed her when she came in here. We talked about it. I got back on track. about the resource guarding and how I feed my puppies, because the way I feed my puppies is different from most breeders, and that's fun. We all do things different. Different is just different. So anyway, but if you notice, I didn't put her on the bed. I didn't pick her up and force her in the bed or put the bed, make the bed follow her. I just ignored the behavior. And now look at what's happened. A couple minutes have passed. That boy's going to poop. He's looking for a place to poop, and he's not going to make it, because when he turns his circles, his butt just gets about a ½ inch off the tray every time, and then he craps on the disposable pads. I'm like, damn, he almost got it, you know? He almost got it. Maybe next time, but never. No, not next time. Hey, pup. Yeah. And so because I didn't push her, look at her. Look at what she's doing. She's digging. She's playing. And what I am going to do for the first time is say, good. Hey, pup. Hey, pup. Oh, give me that belly. I want that old belly. Give me that belly. Give me that tum-tum. Give me that tum-tum. Give me that tum-tum. And I don't really want to say, oh, you're good, big. But I don't associate things. Just say, hey, good girl, what you doing? You know, change the intonation of your voice. Be soft, be gentle. Just pet her while she's in there. Don't reward her for being in there, but just give her a positive touch and a positive voice to associate with the bed. Now she's fine. See, she recovered on her own completely. And this will never be a problem again. I am really glad that happened on video. I never get stuff like that on video. It's just me observing. So anyway, yeah, they're going to be Hellcats. I have this over here. This is a 6x6 washable blanket, really, just like this one for dogs. And so I've got one underneath the here, and then I got a secondary one under there and there to wash, and then I put the layers of disposables on there because I do not want my floors ruined. So I take this and unfold it and lay it out, and then make this a great big circle where it comes all the way out here. I just can't leave it like that because we don't have enough room in the house, because here you start with the beds and all that. So anyway, I'm standing under the air conditioner because I'm hot and sweaty. So I'll get a bit of the air. Yeah, so now she doesn't have a problem. And she's not going to have a problem. She's not going to associate anything negative with that bed. Because we didn't stop her. We just let her back away. We gave her moments that she needed to just de-escalate and back away. She left that. She immediately came in here. So she regressed. She retreated on her own. But look where she is a couple minutes later. Hi, baby boy. You peed in here, you pee-pee boy. Have that pee-pee boy. Have that pee-pee boy. So here's the thing. You get 10 puppies, you get 10 bowls 4 or 5 times. You're like, that's 40, 50 bowls. I'm not going to wash that. Okay, well then let your puppies start to develop FOMO, fear of missing out, or resource guarding, or get worked up and think they have to protect their food, or they start wolfing their food down and you potentially have a medical issue that could be urgent, emergency level. You don't want bloat. You don't want them choking. You had a class lately on dog CPR and how to stop them from choking. I do it every year, and I also read about it as much as I can in case there's some kind of new techniques. Does that mean I'm going to save my dog if he starts choking? Hell no, it doesn't. It means I got a good shot. But why would you create that opportunity if you don't have to? It's unnecessary. So let's just feed them separate, put the work in, wash the extra bowls, spend the extra time. I'm a software database engineer. I work from home. I make sure that I spend the time that they need. Do I have that time to spend? Usually not. But do I do it every single day anyway? You bet your tail I do. I absolutely do. Hey, we don't want you destroying. Good God. Hey, here. So instead, this is a good thing to do. Instead of saying no, and raise my voice and scare her half to death, I'm just going to stop her, just stop the behavior and give her a toy. Squeak, squeak. Hang on, let me get the squeak. Geek, 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 boop, 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 boop. Do something to get her to stop tearing that up. See, I redirected her. I gave her a choice. She didn't want it. She wants to mess around. Let's see if she goes back to it. Well, her sister come in, so maybe she's gonna play with her. And so I'm waiting for them to poop. I'm just kind of wasting some time talking here because I'm waiting for them to poop. And I gotta let my other dogs out because my adults are put up. I just came back from the grocery, and so I need to get all this cleaned up in here. Yeah. So anyway, let's don't start bad behavior, and let's immediately try to instill positive behavior, positive response, positive action in them from the beginning. Desirable behavior, not the undesirable. And the undesirable is resource guarding or biting or maybe they just, maybe they don't develop some kind of issue out of it, but they're not getting enough food. I'm going to tell you what, if I put a bowl out for these three, and I only have 3. And these are small breed puppies. So we're not talking about some 80, 100-pound Akita puppies, or like I used to have German Shepherds and Dobermans most of my life. I get older and my dogs get smaller, but they all stay black. They all stay black and brown. And so he always tries to come to me, so sweet. And so they may not develop a behavior. They may not choke. They may not resource guard. They may be perfectly normal, natural dogs. And sometimes dogs that are a pushover, like him, he's a pushover. And my orange girl who passed, unfortunately, she's a pushover. So what she's going to go pee. Hold on, stop. Just be real quiet. Yay, pee-pee, good pee-pee, good pee-pee. Now, I will immediately praise good positive behavior. Yay, pee-pees, good pee-pees. Yeah, big girl. Yes, big girl. Good pee-pees, good pee-pees. Yay, good girl. Because she peed in the potty patch. What a good girl. Say, what a good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah. Good job, big girl. Good job. Yeah. So she may have no idea why I'm petting her and saying good girl and good pee-pees and all that. She may have no idea. But every time she pees, if I can catch her peeing, I wait silently until she's done. You don't want to disrupt them because then they'll start to pee some more. And then as soon as they're done, immediately praise. Immediately praise. I'm not trying to correct behavior. I'm doing couple things. I'm modifying behavior, like the distract and redirect. Okay, I'm doing that. And then I'm also trying to instill good positive behaviors by doing things that I know will better help them, like letting them eat individually and just taking more time and cleaning up all those dishes. And then also positive reinforcement. This is the things that you do to build trust. These are the things that you do to build correct habits, positive habits, good things. I want them to be good puppies. Good puppies typically become really good adults. And we're looking for therapy quality dogs, therapy minded dogs. My parents are finish champions in the show ring. That matters to a lot of people. Don't matter a hill of bit of beans to me. I do it for a couple reasons. We'll talk about another day. But anyway, that's here nor there. So all my dogs have several titles. The dad has 24, 25, 26 titles. Mom has got, and he's quite a bit older, so he's had more time. She's younger, so she only has about 9 or 10 titles. And so I want my dogs to be health tested. They have to be clear or negative. I don't want any carriers. I don't want any affected. I only want the best superior genetics and health. If they're carriers, if they're affected, they go back. And then I go over structure. If they don't have correct, gorgeous structure, they can't stay. I want to follow the standard. Not so much the AKC standard as much as the original standard where they hail from, which is Deutschland. Say Germany. We're a bunch of Germans. We're Germans. So, I don't like American Standard because American Standard likes them to be fat, a super protruding, robust chest. or the prosternum is just in front of their nose. That's an exaggeration, but not by much. And they want them to be so damn short that their chests are dragging the ground. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. These dogs are supposed to hunt badger and crawl down in holes. None of my dogs are going to do that. Well, I got one. She probably would. Sadie, she probably do it. She's the sweetest thing that ever lived until she sees something that will run. And then she's after it. It is hysterical. She's pretty damn fast, too. She is 100% Baltic girl. She's from Lithuania, and not one single stitch of American line, that dog. And her leg's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches longer, but she's so beautifully proportioned. And I'm $12,000 and 3 years of trying to get her bred and zero luck. So I don't even want to talk about that because I'll break down and cry. Whew, all the sad, sad trials and tribulations of being a breeder. People say, breed dogs, there's so much money. No. Nah. I'm not getting $12,000 for these puppies for all that I wasted on another dog. I don't see that happening. Nobody's going to show up and pay $4,000 for a puppy. And that's not including the $3,000 or $4,000 that I got invested in this litter so far. And I'm probably keeping 2 puppies. That means I'm going to get 1 puppy sold. So I'm losing money on this litter because I'm going to keep puppies. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because my adults need to go. They haven't pooped. They pooped 4 hours ago before I left. And they're pooping now. Or they didn't poop now, but because I want to catch it, because sometimes they'll just run back and forth in it, then I got to give them a bath, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, glad we got to talk about feeding and how we do that. Look at them in the new bed. They're in the new bed. I think only 2 are going to fit, because they look like they're pretty tight. They're pretty snug in there. And when Big Boy gets in there, and Big Boy, there's Big Boy right there. There's the Big Boy. He's so sweet. He just wants you to rub on him and hug on him. He is wonderful because he is dog-oriented and he is also people-oriented. So he wants both. He wants attention from both. And so he also will self-soothe. That means if he gets upset, I observe him of getting upset and I watch what he does. And he has been doing great at calming and relaxing himself to where he gets past whatever has made him sad or mad or frustrated. And within a minute or 2, he will relinquish and he will change his behavior. He might go lay down. He might play with a toy. He might engage one of his sisters. Like this right here. I'm not going to stop her. I'm going to let her. Now, I'm going to tell you about this. Frustration in a puppy is a good thing. If you give a dog everything they want, you don't have a dog. You have an unrealistic situation, you will never be able to always accommodate. She wants out. She wants to play. If you see right there, those 2 little slats, I pull those up. It looks like these 2 right here. I pull those up and I have it. She wants to get out there is what she wants to do. But we don't do that till like in the evening when everybody's ate, including the adults, and settled. Because in the daytime I got to work. On weekends we'll do it about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we have a play session again later in the day, or excuse me, in the evening. And they have 2 play sessions. I introduce them to new toys. We elevate them. We ask them to. So there's a little cat tunnel right there, that little green thing. So they run and play through that. They do a great job. I have to get a video of that. It's a lot of fun to watch them. So we're just, it's good to have things over their head. It's good for them to feel something on top of their head or under their feet or elevate them. Why do you want something on top of their head? Well, if they have to wear a cone, like the Elizabethan collars, you want them not to freak out and panic. Because if they're wearing the cone, that's not because everything's going well. Something's wrong. They could be spayed, they could be neutered, they could have a skin condition, they could have an injury, and you don't want that mouth on that place. So you have to put that cone on them. Also, when you give dog baths, what do? You don't just wash everything from the neck down. You got to wash their head and face too. That's a problem. Some dogs have to be groomed. They go to a groomer. Look at him. You are a mess, boy. Oh, and I'm going to make him rotten. Oh, I shouldn't be touching him. I should just let him work it out, but he just won't stop. I can't help it. I really like him. I favor boys over girls because girls can handle themselves. See, hot pants in there, she can handle herself. But boys are different. They just need more attention and time. That's what I say in my mind. That's how, hey girl, hey little peanut. That's how I justify spending more time with him. Big fat chunk, big Ronnie Coleman right there. Big boy, big old buck. Oh, that's right. Tear it up. You don't know what money is. Just do it. See, so he's changed it. I have pet him. He's been at me for several minutes now, running around, bouncing up and down here. And now he has worn himself out. But I did pet him a couple times during that. But I didn't want to get in there and engage him completely. I wanted him to work it out. So he's self-soothed now. So he has decided to calm down. And now he's going to come back. No, he's going to scratch. So she's not there yet, but he's self-soothing where he's stopped what he's doing and he's redirecting his behavior. And I'm going to walk off because I've got to take care of those other dogs. This video is way too long. But I like showing the videos of the dogs. They're only going to be this size one time in their life. And I don't care if a person's getting one of these puppies or if they're all staying here. It doesn't matter. The whole point is I just want to talk through how I raise these dogs. I'm not saying here's what you need to do to be a good breeder. I'm not going to say that because that's not for me to say. I can tell you I've been in dog sports since I was a teenager, and I'm way into my 40s now. I can tell you I'm a licensed judge through AKC. I'm a licensed trainer. I'm licensed to do temperament tests through AKC and do more with your dog with that gal out in California. And also with UKC, United Kennel Club, great group. And a few other things that I've done through my life. I have had nationally ranked and internationally ranked podium dogs. I started out in Schutzen because, jeez, oh God, boy, I had something to prove. I don't know to who, but I did. And so anyway, I'm not some Johnny-come-lately that just showed up last week. See, now you see what's happened? She fretted for a few minutes because she wanted to get out. She wanted to get out over there, and then she wanted attention. Then she started aggravating him, and now she's self-soothing. She's calmed herself down, and now she's laying on a toy. And so he's self-soothed. He's calmed himself down, and he's laying on a toy, and he's chewing on a toy. She's not there yet. She's getting there. See, you want your dogs to feel frustration. It's okay. It's controlled, short-term, low-level frustration. And what I mean is what you've just experienced by her trying to get out here, him trying to calm out here, her aggressively attacking the bed. I'm just kidding. She's a goof. So they've self-soothed. You want that because when they learn to self-soothe and you don't interfere, don't correct it, don't yell, don't pick them up and baby them. Let them self-soothe. Self-soothe is when they learn to calm themselves down. Now he's laying on a big pile of toys. She's laying up against the toys. She's picked a spot. As she realized her stomach is full, they've all realized their tummies are full, and they're going to get sleepy. So full tummies help with the self-soothing because they don't fight themselves as much for whatever the behavior is they're trying to get across to you that they want, like her wanting to get out and play in this pen that's not set up. And so one thing I've learned about self-soothing, there's two books that I read specifically about self-soothing and staying back and let your dogs work out their problems to a level. Let them learn low-level controlled frustration. Don't hold them down for 10 minutes and let them scream and yell. Don't put them in a tiny box where they're fighting and frantic to get out for 20 minutes, 30 minutes and screaming. Don't do that. You screw them up. Observe, monitor them, record if you can so you can see how much time did she work herself up. See, I go back and I watch these videos and I keep notebooks. I'm on my third notebook and they're 5 weeks old. I write down white girl or white collar, and then I'll write down what she did. So I'll go back and watch the video for the number of minutes. I'll say try to exit barred door. I'll put that down. And what that means is, so then I'll see how much time did it take her to get to this point. How much time did it take him? It took him longer because I'm just standing here. And plus I baby him. So anyway, it's a learning curve, you know. And so if they self-soothe, what I've learned is most of the time and later in their life, you know what does not happen? Separation anxiety. Separation anxiety can come on for a litany of reasons, and that's another conversation for another day. We don't do separation anxiety here because what we're doing with the self-soothing now. You teach them to calm themselves. And so when you walk out that door to go to your job or to go to the grocery, they don't panic and panic and panic. And if they do, they learn to self-soothe. They learn to calm themselves down. They learn to be okay with themselves. And then they calm and you have a well-adjusted dog. So I'm going to sign off. I've got to get my adults out. So thanks for watching. Good luck to you.